Hey, what's up team? I want to talk to you about a one-arm push-up. This is something that I have worked on for a very, very long time. It's a super challenging skill, but I think that you are all totally up for the challenge. So I wanted to present this in the month of March because I love March and I also love this skill. So there are definitely variations and modifications because, as I said, this is something very challenging, and if you've not tried it before, it is not going to be easy, but we'll do it in March. I'll set you guys up, and then this will sort of continue, and it may take a really long time for you to fully get it, but either way, it is something new, a journey, a challenge for you all to embark in if you are willing to. So we're gonna use a yoga block, and there are different ranges that you can use this yoga block in. This is going to be the depth at which my push-up is gonna go to. So if I don't have quite as much range of motion, I can turn that yoga block up and just really focus on just this little bit of range of motion and then slowly take the yoga block down from there. So it's a really great progress point to sort of see where you are today and see how you go and progress over the weeks, okay? So the way that we set this up, and I'll keep this yoga block high as I demo this, is you're going to set your wedge push-up position, all right? Hands are gonna start underneath your chest first, and then you can take it out to a plank and already from this one leg start to wedge back. You want your feet at a width of where you would do those plank rows, okay? So I'm gonna set up, feet are gonna be wider than my hips, core is tucked in, butt is nice and tight, my head's gonna line up with that spine, all right? The yoga block is directly underneath my chest. So I'll take my other foot out, I'll push back into my heels, squeeze my glutes. I'm gonna take the non-working arm and grab a hold of my thigh, all right? So let me show you that again, wedge back, grab a hold of my thigh. I'm gonna start to lower, tap the block, press back up. If you're doing this properly, you're gonna really feel that cross-body connection. So my right hand and my left leg are on fire, trying to make that connection to fight rotation. All right, so again, using that yoga block here, or you can modify it down to make it a little bit more challenging and get closer to the ground. In terms of what's happening with the hips, you're trying to fight rotation, but there definitely is a bit of a corkscrew action that happens as you go into this, all right? So if you see, I'm gonna start to turn to make room, but I try to avoid this right hip sinking in too much. All right, so that those plank rows are a great prep for this movement, and we'll continue to do that through the programming. One final way to make this a little bit easier and more manageable is taking the opposite hand, and instead of fully lifting it off the ground, you can place your fingertips and try to start to take weight away from those fingertips, okay? And again, range of motion can change higher or lower. So I'll show you what that looks like. Now I'm gonna set my wedge up the same way that I did. All right, I'll work that left arm this time, and I'll take my fingertips and just, now I'm gonna go over, plant them down and focus on keeping the weight on that left side with a little bit of help from the fingertips on the right. All right, so many different options. I look forward to working on this strength challenge with you all, and I'll see you very soon.